Good morning, g'day traders. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to kickstart today with a look at the calendar. Then we're going to do a brief recap on our bias for yesterday, see how the markets played out to our ideas, and then we'll get on with today's forecast to see what we can come up with. Alrighty, let's look at the calendar. Here we are on the calendar, and we have no news Tuesday. All right, so we do have FOMC minutes Wednesday in the PM session, so I'm not really bothered too much by that. But yeah, nothing today at this stage. So we'll just be trading our macro times. So I'll be waiting till 20 past 9 to start looking for a position. And that's when I will look to enter the market if something presents. Alrighty, let's get rid of that. Goodbye, and let's have a look at the charts. All right. There will also be oil inventories on Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. We'll try and cover that off again tomorrow in the next video. Alrighty. And keep in mind too, guys, you can still get 50% off Tradeify evals right now. First time use, or one-time use, I should say. So it's available to anyone who, whether you're new to Tradeify or an existing customer, but you can get 50% off any account. So grab those accounts, code Jimmy Trades, and I'll just check on APEC. We have 18 hours left to get 80% off. Code Jimmy for Apex. And remember, guys, grab yourself a Tradezella account. Very, very much worth your investment. Tradezella is an amazing platform. You can get 20% off your account with code Jimmy Trades. Definitely worth checking out. I picked up a yearly account myself. You can claim the 20% off a yearly account if you like. So it's really good value. So go and check it out. Alrighty, let's get on with the show. So having a look at yesterday, price moved down, did exactly what we were looking for. We wanted to see price come down and test this level, which is exactly what happened. We also wanted to see price hold the 50% of the previous days, of this opposing candles midpoint. Okay, so just using the bodies, and what happened, price came down right to that midpoint. We had a nice reaction off there, and you can see that price is starting to move higher. So for today, as we haven't swept out previous day low, I would be looking for I will be looking for price to reach for the high here. Previous day high is what I'll be looking for. So let's quickly drop down to 4 hour, see what we've got going on there. I like this. We've got this nice move out of this 4 hour bullish FVG. We've got a candle closure back inside the range here. So I like to see this as well. This is our insight to order flow. Prefer it to be a bullish close, but all the same, it's still a closure back inside the range of the previous candle out of a point of interest. Really like that. And we can see there as well, we did get a reaction of this these down close candles here. We can see price wicked straight down to that. And now we're moving higher. What I want to see here for price to move higher is a close above these opposing candles here. That's what I want to see. That'll give me confidence that price will want to continue to move higher. All right. If we get a rejection here or a candle closure back inside the range, we're going to need to be patient. We may even see just some consolidation today. So let's see what happens. But that's what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking for price to run out previous day high, which would be here. Okay, that was that Sunday open. Alrighty, that's us for NQ. Let's push back out to the daily, over to ES. And we had ES looking at this bullish FEG here. That's what we wanted to see price react to. And we did come down into that and closed back inside of that bullish FEG. So we closed back inside. We didn't disrespect it. Okay, we got a nice closure there. Still respecting, and price is now pushing out of that. The low hanging fruit, you know, we're not quite, are we above 50% of the equilibrium there? Yeah, we're testing that equilibrium. So we want to keep an eye on that, but I'd anticipate price to want to move higher. So, you know, we got the result we were looking for yesterday across NQ and ES. Now ES may just need to pay a little bit of catch up. All right. We did see a reaction on the 4 hour here. We came out of this bullish FEG. It's also an order block that we have here that price is respected. You can see that we've respected the range of that order block as well. So we didn't get a closure through, which is great. And now we're rejecting off of that. We are into this large bearish FEG. We want to see price, what I don't want to see really is price close back inside the range here. If that happens, then we could see price continue to reject and move lower. All right, so we need to keep an eye on that, because what we've got here is we had this change in the state of delivery, and price is reacting off of that at the moment. Did I miss that on NQ? Okay, so yeah, we did have a change in state of delivery here for NQ, but we've got that closure above. Okay, we are looking like, you know what, with half an hour left on this current 4 hour candle, it might close back inside the range. So as we move into New York Open, we always reassess. Obviously we're, you know, a couple of hours away from New York Open. So we definitely want to make sure that we reevaluate when we get back to the charts for the opening time. Alrighty, let's jump to oil. Now, what we wanted to see yesterday, we wanted to see price come down into this gap, and that's what we did have happen here. Now, yeah, my daily looks a bit funky because of that public holiday, but price actually did sweep out these highs. So if we have a look at the 4 hour, what we wanted to see was price come down into this daily bullish FEG, which price did, and then sweep out these highs. So that's exactly what happened. So this was our draw on liquidity as we moved into New York Open. Perfectly played out, and we saw that price swept that around that 10 a.m. 4 hour candle. We've moved into a little bit of consolidation here. We are inside a large 4 hour bearish FEG. And we did get a closure back inside the range here. So what I would like to see, if we move back out to the daily, daily's a little bit, yeah, I don't like the daily. I'm not gonna, we've got this low resistance liquidity through here that I'm interested in. So you've got all this engineered liquidity through here. You know, you look at all these lows here, here, and here, even here. Okay. We've got all that engineered liquidity built up. We've got 4-hour bullish FEG. Will we come down, find support and move higher? Or do we manipulate up higher here, then form a change in state of delivery and reject lower? Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, this as a target this week. These equal highs, they just look too good to be true for our target yesterday, and we can see that we smashed those. So that was a really good call there. Now we just need to see what price wants to do here. You can see there's nothing decisive here at the moment, even on the hourly. We're just consolidating in this 2 o'clock candles range at the moment. We can't seem to break out of that. That could be an area of interest, that if we close through with this level here with some displacement, or some energy, that we might see price continue lower from there. And you can see even on the hourly, we've got all this low resistance liquidity here as well. Okay. But that's the idea for oil. Let's move over to gold on the daily. We did great yesterday with bias, guys. Gold, NQ, ES, oil, gold. We got all of our ideas playing out, and that's what happened here. So we haven't seen a huge move. I mean, obviously this is just an idea, but what we did have, what I really like, we got price came down and respected this opposing series of opposing candles here. Okay. And we have a look at the bodies. Price came down, respected the equilibrium of the opposing candles range here, and we got a closure back inside the range out of a bullish FEG. This is a really strong signal. This candle right here. Okay, this is our insight to order flow. Now what we want to see is the wick here. Price respect the equilibrium. So I'm happy to see price continue to move lower. Respect this level and see that push higher off of there. That's what I want to see, or I'd like to see play out. If we move through this 50% level and close below, then this idea is likely invalid. But this insight to order flow here, respect of the 50%, would likely see price move higher off of that. There's our gold idea. How do we go with euro? So euro, we pushed through. We got down into this gap here. So we've got to respect out of that gap. Now, what I'm not a big fan of is that we do have a devil's mark down here. That's essentially an open with little to no wick. This will generally act as a draw on liquidity. All right. If we are to respect 50% of the previous day's range, which we have at the moment after closing through this imbalance, then this idea could very well be invalid. And what we could see is price move lower here. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's see what 6B is up to. Was there our correlated asset? Yeah, see, I'd like to see 6 6B come through, sweep out this low. That's what I'd really like to see before we get a move higher. I still like that idea. So I still like this idea that we put on the chart yesterday. And there's a cracking correlation here at the moment. So we need to see how each asset's going to play out. 6B has better structure in my opinion right now, which gives us a bit of more of a clearer idea of where we might be heading. So we'll just wait and see with 6E. So I'll be neutral on 6E for now, but this level here would be my draw if we respect this equilibrium of the previous day's range, because we have that devil's mark. And let's have a look at Dixie. So we had quite a number of days sell off here, didn't we? I haven't actually looked at Dixie while I was away or since I got back. So just catching up on it now myself. So we came into this imbalance. We gapped down today at open. What I'd like to see is that we respect that 50% level, and then we look to fill the gap here and move higher. And if we do move higher, we know that that Dixie is inversely correlated to the currencies here. So to our 6E and 6B. So if Dixie does go higher, then we can anticipate price to move lower for 6E and 6B. Alrighty, let's move to some crypto now. Don't forget to grab those Tradeify accounts and those Apex accounts, guys, and grab yourself a Tradezella subscription. You can track your trading to the nth degree. It's amazing. All right, Bitcoin on the daily. Let's go to this one. That's what I want. We're in a period of consolidation here at the moment. Still unable to, we're still finding support at this bullish FEG. We've got these lovely equal highs up here. They look quite juicy. We've swept out previous day low. So I'd like to see price want to run higher here. All right, Ethereum, let's check it out. Same deal. We don't have the equal highs, but we are still finding support in this bullish FEG. So keep an eye on that. It's a balanced price range here as well. Okay, we have that inversion here that was closed through and finding support in that location as well. All right, excellent. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Be sure to join us in Trade Foundry. Link is in the description. Share the channel far and wide. We want to really start pushing. We want to get some more subscribers, some more followers, so we can share this information with more people. We provide it completely free. We only share our honest opinion about the markets. There's no fluff, there's no bullshit. We just want to give you our insights to the market, and hopefully that'll help you on your trading journey. So be sure to share the channel far and wide, guys. All right, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.